maybe, just maybe, the reason you still haven't hit that goal yet is because your brain thinks it's a threat. And listen, you can be crystal clear about your goals, but deep down, you and I know that you're still at the same place, doing the same things with no results, moving a little forward sometimes, but then going back to square one. Why is that? Here's the thing. These are some of the conclusions that I've had since studying a little bit of neuroscience and psychology and mindset and personal development and all that. So your brain only likes what's familiar. It predicts the future based on the past. And to your brain, even positive change means danger. And of course, you can picture your life and you can visualize your life once you have the money, once you have the fame, once you move across the country. But that doesn't matter. That's useless. What your brain really craves is knowing who you will be once that change happens, when that fantasy becomes a reality. And I think what happens is we, as people that have a lot of goals, we build our whole identity around being the fighter, the chaser, chasing dreams, grinding, pushing through no matter what. So much that we don't even know how to identify as the person that already has that, to the person that already made it. And that's a massive paradigm shift. And your brain will not understand it if you don't help it. Because your brain would rather keep you exactly where you are than let you go into the unknown. And if you don't get clear on what's gonna happen after you make it, you're gonna stay exactly the same forever. So I'm thinking maybe it's time to stop seeing yourself as the fighter and the grinder and start seeing yourself as the one that's already made it. This is Fio and I'm on my day 3 trying to manifest the life of my dreams. I'm a singer-songwriter from Argentina. English is not my first language, so sorry for that. I'm reading The Artist's Way and I'm writing the morning pages and I have a lot of thoughts, so I love sharing them with you here. And those are some of the thoughts that I wrote today. As I was thinking, what comes after hitting your goal? What's the life after that? Is there any life after that? Is there any life after success? What's the life after success? And I think getting clear on your vision and getting clear on who you're gonna be after you make it, I think that's exactly what the brain needs. I love neuroscience. I love studying neuroscience. I love Joe Dispenza and I listen to him a lot. I'm really into, the subconscious mind and all the programming that we have that keep us from, reaching our goals. One of the things that I think about a lot is that your mind hates the unknown. It hates it because it's danger. If your mind doesn't know what's going to happen, it won't let you go there. So I guess a lot of auto-sabotage comes from that, from your brain not knowing what's going to happen. So it stops you and it keeps you from progressing. So today, as I was meditating, I was trying to visualize who I was going to be after I make it. Because a lot of the times when I visualize, I see, the numbers, I see the people, I see the stage, I see the mic, I see the music. But I don't see me. Who am I gonna be? And I realize that I tend to identify as the girl that fights for dreams. And that's been my life since I was 15 years old. I've been fighting for my dreams. I've been trying to make it. So it's weird to think about what's gonna happen after I make it. I don't think I've ever thought about that. What am I gonna feel? What am I gonna want? What are my goals gonna be like after? So I think that's a great thing to meditate on and to think about. That way your brain won't see it as a threat. Because if you visualize it, well, your brain doesn't really know the difference between visualizing and reality. So if you visualize it, if you visualize yourself being in that position and who you're going to be and what are you going to think, who you're going to be surrounded by, I think the brain is going to get a little bit more used to that and it's going to be easier for you. Of course, that's not the only thing that keeps you stuck. But today, those were my thoughts. So I bought a guitar from Amazon. It should be here today. I'm not really sure. And I also went to Guitar Center to buy a keyboard. but I had one in mind that was like really tiny, 66 keys, but I found it very the keys felt so like plasticky. I didn't really like them. The weight was not the best. I like me a piano with some weight. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just know that I need a piano. Tomorrow I have lessons. I guess I'm gonna have my piano lessons with my guitar. Hopefully, if it arrives. Seems like it hasn't arrived yet. But every time I'm somewhere that has no piano, no guitar, I feel like I have this inside of me, like this creative force that wants to go out. And maybe I'm in my house and I have my piano with me and I don't even play it at all. But when I don't have it, I feel like I'm missing an arm. I don't know what that is. It is my creative outlet, so maybe that's why. As always, I'm recording this video while the sun sets and it's getting dark again, and oh my gosh. I'm getting good at being disciplined with my creativity because I do the morning pages and I meditate, and after I do those two things, my brain is like I have a lot of downloads and my brain needs to let them out. And so I grab my computer and I write. And that's my creative process right now. And that has helped me be more disciplined with, creating content, which I didn't used to be. Actually, I wanted to create this channel a long time ago, but I wasn't doing it. I think the Miami vibes are so good. I think that's part of the reason, to be honest. Being in Miami, the day is so long. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you resonated with my message, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. I'm just starting. Every comment, every like means a lot to me. So yeah, thank you so much and hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye.